Hi everyone, it's Suzanne here with another yoga deep stretch session, and we're going to start this class in child's pose. But if you have a strap or a belt handy, and also at one point we'll be seated, so if you want to use a blanket or a cushion or a pillow to prop up your hips, but find yourself with your knees about mat distance apart, big toes together, let your hips sink, and then walk your hands forward. So if you don't mind just keeping your elbows up off the mat and let your head come down between your arms. And send that breath, deep inhale, all the way into the back of the body, fill up the back of the lungs, the heart, kidneys. Then exhale, sigh it out. Feel yourself melting down to the mat. Again, inhale, fill up. Pause. And then exhale, melt down. Sigh it out. One more active cleansing breath in this position. Inhale, fill up. It's like you're filling up a balloon. And then take a pause. Then exhale, sigh it out. And then either stack your hands at this point or rest your forehead down on the mat. Let your elbows relax. And just breathe here. Send your breath again to the back of the body. Let everything just melt down. Start to walk your hands to the right. You can stack your left hand on top of your right. Feel that stretch all the way from the armpit, down the side. Feel the expansion of the ribs, space between the ribs. Hands walk back towards center and travel over to the other side. So take it as deep as you're feeling you're wanting to today, without losing the connection of the awareness, how you're feeling, how your body is feeling. Some extra love and attention to where it's really tight. Back towards center. So we're going to do a thread the needle from child's pose. So come up a little bit, bring your left arm up towards the ceiling and then bring it through your right arm and come down onto that side, rest that cheek down and wiggle yourself into that spot. Might be walking that right hand arm out a little bit. You might want to bring it, the bend in the elbow. You're letting your body adjust to that pressure of releasing and compressing in that shoulder. More of a gentle thread the needle. One more breath here. Push into that right arm. Bring that left arm up, back. This time, right arm. Swing it up. Take it through and just kind of nestle into however it feels for you. Again, honoring any tightness. Notice where your breath is capturing. And notice that exhale a little bit slower and deeper. And then come back up. So bring yourself up to tabletop, hands and knees. Tuck your toes. Give yourself an arch stretch. Put your weight back as comfortably as you can on this. And at the same time, bring your fingers back so they're facing the knees. Deep stretch in the wrist. Exhale, sigh it out. It's really tight. Kind of go through some tightness, just as much as you're wanting to today. As long as you're not feeling pain, just going to work through anything that's tight. Every exhale, feel all of that melting down. Maybe your toes are separating a little bit more. You're letting your weight adjust. One more breath here. And then come back forward. Tops of your feet. Start to just press them down. Pounding down a little bit. Then let your weight adjust with the weight on the top of the feet. And then take your hands carefully. You're going to take the tops of the hands and elbows bent. You can even rest them on your thighs if you would like. So there's not a lot of pressure. Just be that gauge, feel that gauge, see how that is for you. And maybe close the fingers, open them, close and open. Take a look down, feel that stretch, that expansion and open. And then come up. Shake out those wrists. Maybe an open and close. And then we'll come into tabletop. So honoring anything going on in the knees, you're going to pad that out. Working through your cat-cow. Tuck the toes if you'd like to. But either position, dropping the belly, tilting the chin up, tilting the tailbone up, or cat, whatever you're in. Soften your jaw, soften your eyes, breathe here. And then go ahead into the other position. And coming back towards center, and again, bring yourself upright. So take your hands, fingers pointed down, like you're putting your hands in your back pockets. So your elbows are in, your gaze is just gently up, opening up a little bit in the heart and chest, expanding in that area. And release that down. Bring that right leg up in between your hands. Scoot it forward as comfortably as you can. You can tuck the back toe if you would like to. Just make sure that right knee is not going over your toes. Start to let your weight kind of sink down. Feel that buoyancy as you inhale, exhale. Bring it down. Interlace your fingers, reverse the grip of the arms, the hands, take them up overhead. Take those arms right by your ears, inhale up, and as you exhale, sway over to the right. Again, just that opening up the side of the body. Make sure you're not holding your breath. Nice. Come back up. Relax the shoulders for a moment. And then inhale. Bring that up and exhale. Sway that over to the left. Back up. Release the arms. Start to straighten that leg as comfortably as you can. Hands down on either side if you like to use blocks. If not, keep a bend in the knee as much as you need to as well, working in that hamstring. Keep that leg active, those toes pulled back. So we'll flow a bit through this. So start to bend into that knee, come back to a comfortable straightened leg, as much as you're feeling right now. Again, just no competition. You're just meeting your body right where it's at. One more time. Kind of that fluidity helps sometimes go a little bit deeper. And then just hold there again. Toes back, breathing. Bend back in that knee, hands on the inside, guide that leg back. Do a few tail wags side to side. Move organically, maybe a few cat-cow. You'll soften into any space. Bring yourself back upright. This time, you can either keep your hands like they're placing them in the back pockets, or if you want to interlace your fingers, bring your arms down. And just breathing again. Right there across the shoulders, elbows in as comfortably as you can. Just a slight gaze up. Just keep it neutral. And then release that. This time that other leg up in between. Scoot it as comfortably as far as you can. And tuck the back toes. You can flat palm around that left knee. There was pressure point was causing a little bit of awareness of any discomfort. And then just let your body settle into this. Let your gravity assist you coming down. Stay with that knee bent. Again, as comfortably as you can. This time, we're going to bring our right arm across the body. Left palm press into that elbow, like you're cradling that arm in. You can take it deeper. You want to take the bend and the crook in the elbow. Again, be that gauge. Feel how it feels as you can press that in. Take that elbow up overhead. Fingers pointed down. A sweet tricep stretch. Release. Other side. Remember where you're needing to send that breath. Elbow up, fingers down. Should feel kind of good if you've been working at all in that tricep. Release that down. Start to straighten that leg, toes come up. So you're turning over that leg. Inhale, exhale, forward over that. Meet that resistance. Find where it's at for you. Toes pulled back. Make sure you're not holding your breath here. So start that fluidity flowing. Bend back in the knee. Straighten. It's kind of like you're lubricating up those joints. Give them some well-deserved attention. Just a couple more times. So this time, keep that leg back Breathing into the back of the hamstrings. Bend back in that knee. Guide that knee back. And one more time, we'll come up. You can keep those fingers interlaced, hands in the back pocket, but if you'd like to tuck the toes, take it deeper. You can bring one hand to one heel, the other hand to the other heel, elbows together as close as you can. Breathing here, gaze up towards the ceiling if you're comfortable. If not, just 2 breaths here. Big, big opening. And slowly come out of that. But from here, tops of the feet press down. Take your time, bring yourself all the way down. Back into child's pose, but knees together, child's pose. Bring your forehead down, your arms, palms up behind you. Let your shoulders naturally round. Press into your palms. And then we're going to bring ourselves to seated. So just for a moment, straighten out your legs and flat palm around the knees. Anywhere. Then on our knees for a little bit of time. Hands by your side, bend your knees. So windshield wiper side to side. Get some movement going. Back and forth. Find yourself comfortably seated. And again, if you'd like to prop up your hips a bit. Whatever works for you in a comfortably seated position. We're going to do a little bit of twisting, a little bit of detoxing and cleansing on the inside. So first, hands down by your side. Take an inhale and sweep the arms up overhead. Gaze up if it's comfortable. Palms together. Exhale. Kind of melt that all down. So inhale. Kind of taking up space, dramatically open everything up. Let it fall, descend down. Filling up. So next time we're going to do a twist. Inhale, sweep up. Take your left hand to your right knee. Your right hand can tripod right back there behind. Stay tall and regal in the spine and the neck in this twist. Don't worry about the depth of the twist. Just don't lose the integrity of your spine. Gaze can look out over that right shoulder, but only if it's comfortable with your neck. Breathing here, detoxifying, wringing out. One more breath here. And gently come back towards center. Inhale. Open up, sweep it up. Exhale. Twist it over to the other side. Back towards center. So again, bringing awareness to the sides of the body. Take one hand next to you, the other arm floats up overhead as you sway. So think of that swaying palm trees, side to side. Next time you're on a side, try to stay there. If you want to keep that buoyancy, you can kind of have that back up and down feeling in your breath, your body. Gaze can be up at that arm or down, or just neutral. Just try to keep from tensing up. If you're feeling too much tension, back off a little bit. You don't have to go as deep. You don't want to lose the connection. Nice. So we're going to find a comfortable seated straddle pose. So for some of us, this is really challenging. Depends on how tight you are in the hamstrings or in the legs. Just honor that. Work with wherever you're at in this. You don't have to push it, take it too far. If you'd like to use a strap, you're welcome to. But we're first going to start. Don't necessarily need to use the strap. We were doing that opening up. We're going to do that again. We're going to go over the right leg. Keep those toes pulled back as comfortably as you can. The bend in the knee as much as you need to. And that left arm, it's like you're reaching over. Feeling that buoyancy. And then push off. Inhale in the center, exhale, swing over to the other side. Toes pulled back, active. Again, keep from clenching into anywhere. Back off if you need to. Come back towards center. So this time, we're going to turn over that right leg. So if you'd like to use the assistance of the strap, you're welcome to around flexed feet or tie, and bring that. But when you're using a strap, make sure you're not clenching in the jaw and the shoulders. We don't want to trap that air and that energy. We want to keep it flowing. So we're not forcing it again. Turning over that leg, inhale. Exhale, side out. Wherever you're at, walk to face those toes, breathing into this. You might notice you clench up in the glutes when you exhale. Let it go. Keep those toes pulled back and active. Deep, deep stretch. You got this. And then come back up. You can inhale, bring your shoulders up to your ears. Hold, suspend the breath. Exhale, side out, drop the shoulders. Nice. So over to the other side can be completely different. One side than the other. Be much tighter. Again, toes pulled back. You turn over that leg as best you can. Bend in the knee as much as you need to. Inhale here and exhale, walk forward. Use that strap. So we're kind of honoring any of that tightness. Let go of any of that frustration. You're not expected to do anything. You're just working with your body, where it's at, how it's feeling, no judgment. It's more of a compassion for it, and especially if it's tight. Feel where that breath is captured. And slowly come back up. So feet flexed, pulled back. Let's first take a cleansing breath. Inhale, shoulders up to your ears. Exhale, side out. Drop your shoulders. This time, inhale, I'm going to walk your hands forward. Release any tightness in the glutes. You're doing beautiful work. Your body welcomes this stretch and this attention to anything tight. And then walk your hands back. Nice. Take a bend in the knees and then go back to that windshield wiper side to side. Might need to straighten them out, shake them out, wiggle them out, massage any area. We point the toes. And then we're going to do a seated forward fold. So toes are going to pull back, strong, active legs. Strap if you'd like to. Inhale here, exhale, hinge forward, honoring that lower back. Breathing, exhale out if it's really tight. Just don't go to where you're feeling any pinching or pulling in that lower back. Some of that discomfort and tightness we can feel is because of the tight hamstrings, IT band. Nice. Slowly come back up. So you're going to bend your right knee and you're going to bring your left ankle. It's almost like you're on your right inside of that thigh. So for some of us, this left leg is going to float up. It depends on how tight you are right here in the outer hips. So it's like you're making a triangle. Again, you work with wherever you're at. Breathing here. And every breath you take, try to bring that hip, that left hip down. And then if you can go, or you want to go a little bit deeper, you walk the hands forward, fold. Walk your hands back. Take that left leg out, right leg, windshield wiper. Straighten it out, wiggle it out. Flat palm on the inside of that knee. So you'll take that left leg, you'll bend, and you'll bring that right ankle somewhere on that inside of that left leg. And again, this leg might float up. You might want to even put a block or something up underneath if it's really, really tight. Again, you're just going to honor it. This is not a pose, again, just like opening up inside straddle. Sometimes this closing is just as uncomfortable, if not more so for some of us. So just breathing here for a few moments. Let everything come down. Let everything relax. And just stay here. If you want to go deeper, you walk your hands forward. Breathing here. Again, just honoring how you're feeling, where you're at. 5 more breaths here. Last breath. Nice work. So we're going to go ahead, come back all the way down to the ground. Bring our knees in towards our chest and rock side to side, releasing any tightness in our area of our low back, any tension. And if bringing your knees in is not comfortable, just windshield wiper side to side. But feel the connection of the ground on your back. So extend the legs out, point the toes, interlace the fingers, take the arms up overhead. Big extension, big growth. Exhale, sigh it out. Relax the arms, relax the feet. Put a bend in the knees, and we're going to come all the way onto our bellies. Stack your hands. Bend the knees. Windshield wiper side to side. Straighten the legs. If your lower back is really tight, widen your legs a little bit wider. Come up onto your forearms. Fingers are pointed away. So relaxing into Sphinx pose. Breathing here, releasing any tightness in the glutes. Letting the pelvic floor drop. Wonderful release on the low back. You can take it deeper. You want to take your hands off the mat, straighten your forearms. But again, only if it's comfortable for that lower back, always honoring it. Release any tightness in the glutes. Bend the elbows. Come on, press your palms into the earth. And so we'll end how we started. Knees out wide, big toes together. Sink your hands, walk your arms forward into child's pose. Keep those elbows again off the mat. Take an inhale, fill up. Hold, suspend, exhale, sigh it out. One more time, inhale. Fill everything up, exhale, sigh it out. So you can stack the hands again or rest the forehead to the earth. Relax the elbows to the ground. Breathing here. And press your palms back up. And find yourself seated. So just a little bit of some stretching and working in maybe areas that sometimes can be challenging. They say the poses that we dislike the most, or the stretches we dislike the most and find the most tightness, are the ones we need, of course, the most to release and let go in our bodies. So inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Palms pressed together. Exhale, sigh it out. Back down. And I thank you. Until next time, have a great rest of your day or evening.